Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We are on the wish list account, and congratulations, guys. We have done it. That is right. We are in chapter 30-1. I pushed there a little bit earlier today. So looking at our settings or our achievements, we are at 26 days. That is right, guys. It only took us 26 days. Didn't even hit that 30 mark to get all the way to chapter 30. We are trying to do 30 and 30. We're going to hop in here. We're going to do some summons. But we're at the point, guys, where we also unlocked the Celestial Tower and the Infernal Fortress, the Hippo Tower. Now, overall, guys, when you look at the heroes we have in here, I don't even have enough combat rating, even with all three of these built out. Now, in here, we should be able to make a little bit of progression in the tower is what I'm thinking, but we're going to need to continue to get more copies of these heroes because, again, when it comes to that Hippo Tower, we're not making much progression. Now, the Greyborn Tower, no problem in there. Wilder Tower, it's kind of mixed how we're doing in there. Lightbearer, absolutely nothing at all. Same with our Mauler Tower, absolutely nothing at all, guys. It's very, very hard and difficult to make it through any of those ones. Now, we just hit our server reset right here, which means we do get some rewards out of here. We'll be able to level up the tree a little bit, but I wanted to show you kind of an update. So we went through, we made it a little bit further in the Temple Rift. Now, the Rift season has concluded. That is right, guys. It has finished out, but we made it about 90 floors, which in my opinion, guys, very, very shocking with those 90 floors, just for the simple fact that we had almost no heroes. When we first got into the Temple Rift, we had 2 ascended heroes. One was Orin, and then one was, of course, one was Orin, and then the second one, of course, was Damon. So that was literally all that we had in here. So this, of course, is going to give us the ability over the next couple days to get the stained glass window. We know Shamira should be up Tuesday, guys. And then, of course, the events that we have going on in here. We have pretty much everything unlocked. Going into 30, we even got another copy of Ivan. Unlock some more parts to the Peaks of Time, including the Trials of God. Again, I'm trying to get through here. Super, super difficult, guys, because I cannot merc any of the heroes, and I cannot use my Solemn Vow to use any of the heroes. But Wandering Balloon, we have went through and leveled up or cleaned out all of these that we could get, which gave us a lot of resources. We have 4 cards here, so we are looking for Silas, or we are looking for a copy of Ivan. If we get either ones, guys, there's Oden again. I want to see if we can get a few more copies. There is Fane. And we're starting to get a lot of these heroes actually built out. So there's Isabella, and it doesn't look like we're going to get anything that we need today, which there is a copy of Treznar. Okay, overall, not any heroes that we are really looking for in those stones. But that's okay. Now, in this one, I am getting red chests out of here. We need a ton of red chests to continue building, but we have 3 stones right there. Now we have 2 elite stones. Now I have 2 parts of the Misty Valley that I cannot do. Everything else has been finished. This is just more food at that point. So unfortunately, we're at 46 red chests though. So making pretty good progression in there. Now we are saving everything to actually build out that awakened version of Shamira. And I'm hoping with the summons in here that we'll get lucky with some of these heroes. There's even a couple more. When it comes to our heroes, even the elites, the regular elite heroes, we're using any of them. Honestly, there's a lot of heroes that I've put in here as food. Normally, I do not use heroes as food, but it's to the point, guys, where we really do need copies of heroes, and we need a lot of copies in heroes to go ahead and continue making progression. Now, there is a copy of Mishka. Hopefully, we can get Mishka. I believe that's almost up a little bit higher, and there's Leofric. As much as everyone hates because nobody uses Leofric, there's a time upon release that he was decent. I wouldn't go as far to say good, but I mean, he was decent. I know some players did use him for a minute, and then essentially all of his viability kind of went away. Now we have 25 in here. Now I'm going to swap this over to our Wilders, just because, again, once we get the Greyborn to a certain point, we're looking to get a couple more heroes, and there is Trishia, guys. Good build right there. 1 card on the table, and I'm hoping, again, that we can pick up a Greyborn, but there's another copy of Mishka. Mishka, I believe we already have at Legendary. I think we took him to Legendary Plus, or took her to Legendary Plus. So let's see if we can get one more elite out of here, guys. And at this point, just farming up literally anything we can. Any of our rare heroes, any of our elite heroes, anything that we can get out of here. We need Ivan to do the engraving, and there is a copy of Silas. Very nice, guys. So that copy of Silas is actually going to give us the ability to take him up to Ascended when we get food. That is what we need here. Unfortunately, we don't have any more Stargazer scrolls. And again, these we're going to save all of them for that awakened version of Chimera. So as we continue building them out, but that does give us 1, 2, 3, 4 copies there of Silas, which means we're going to use some of our food. So looking in here, I'll even use Isabella. I'm not going to build out Isabella in here. The legendary plus, that'll help a little bit within the faction itself. Again, a little bit more food. We'll take him to mythic plus, and then we do have those copies to take him to Ascended. So pretty much the 5 primary heroes that we are building within the Graveborn faction are Ascended at this point. And then here we have Trishea right there. We need a little bit more copies, a couple more copies of Trishea, a couple more copies right there of Mishka, but we have double food right here. The rest of these heroes I'm keeping. So literally we just need more food in there. Naruko, we need more food in there for Skarath to actually build them out. And then of course we didn't get anyone. We're looking for some copies of Rowan. We're looking for copies of Palmer. We have a little bit of food that we can actually build to build them out, but we need Scarlet for the tower. 100% need Scarlet, guys, to build out for the tower. So that does give us our 5th hero in there as well. And then, of course, building out the tower or the Elder Tree just a little bit further. Build the stars we've continued to kind of build out as well. And again, at the Oak Inn, I'm going to save, guys. We have 10,000 right now, but I'm going to wait for Chimera to come. Chimera will be right around the corner, guys. Just a couple more days before we get to build her out. Going to be awesome, guys. Chimera is a monster. And honestly, just such a strong, solid hero within here. Couple more resources in here. And for all of you guys that have been following this account, guys, it is kind of crazy to get to 30. But again, I think this is kind of going to be the stopping point for the most part, just because of the difficulty to progress. Now, Volta Time, we've been pushing this a lot more. I've actually gotten up to the tops part. We've been farming again some of our relics, just looking to continue to build the rest of these tanking relics out. Game-changing difference, guys. So because I was so low building out these heroes, I built out the tank. I also did, as you can see, built level 4 right there with the substance. So we did have the rest of the heroes in here. And again, as we're building out the tank, we're at the point we're taking a lot of tier 5s, which is good. And then, of course, we're getting to the point. Just have to get level 3 with the relics. One more of our legendary blessed relics. Then we'll be already up to Marquise right there. And then again, we're going to be on to the boss. We're going to be doing pretty well. I'm very happy with the progression. Overall, it wasn't as fast as I thought it would be going in here, but being able to go in here and farm out those tier 5s did make a really big difference. Then, of course, even the new beast guys with no heroes at all, we farmed everything out of here, which was kind of crazy to see. But we went through the Lost Veggie and we did farm everything without even having the beast that we need, or the beast that they recommend. So we farmed everything. Have a couple more to do in there. And then, of course, the treasure hunt. This were 6%. I mean, we just hit the bronze bow. This is some pretty good resources, especially being earlier game to AFK Arena. Made a really, really big difference, again, in the progression that we're kind of making in here. And also within the Temporal Rift, guys, tier 4, tier 2, tier 3, tier 3. We got a ton of stones. We got so many stones out of here. There's a copy of Baden. Really, really cool to see. And then, of course, we also did pick up the barricade. I'm going to have to build out the barricade a little bit more. Again, I couldn't make any more progression going through some of the content in there. We have enough to build out Ivan with the engraving right there, and then saving the rest of this, just waiting for some new heroes, guys, so we can continue to build these heroes out. But it's awesome. It's very, very cool to see. Again, we're closing in on our 220s and our 240s. So even here, guys, we just need Essence, which we're farming every single day. Once we hit the 40K, we can take him to 240. Then we just have to go down the line. We're kind of stuck with the Essence right now as we're making progression within there. But even in the store itself, guys, buying out the couple things that we need in the store makes a very big difference. I'm buying these out every time. I'm buying the time emblems out of here. Now, guild store, we did the same, guys. We finally got to the point of the time emblems are in the guild store, which is cool. And then, of course, the barracks, we haven't even hit one reset in any of these yet, but we're to the point we're also getting these. So I'm going to buy another copy right here of Joan, but we are also getting our poke coins and our engraving mats in there. And then of course, Ulna and Mortis both showed up in the shop. We haven't even hit but 145. We've never spent anything in here. So we're going to have to see exactly who we're going to build and how we're going to build them out of there. It's going to be interesting to see. Like I was saying, guys, we made so much progression so fast in here. I feel like we're stuck, especially getting to the 2 battles in these towers. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy hard to get through here, but I feel like we can continue making progression on this account. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.